Articuno. Articuno is the first in the original legendary bird trio of Generation 1. Its name is derived from Arctic and Uno, reflecting its ice element and numerical position in the trio. This majestic, ice, flying type Pokemon is inspired partly by the Persian Humabird, a mythological creature believed to bring good fortune, as well as general imagery of icebound avians in folklore. In Pokemon lore, Articuno can freeze moisture in the air to create blizzards, often using this ability to rescue lost travelers stranded on icy mountains. It has appeared in multiple mainline games and spin-offs, often tied to frigid, remote environments such as the Seafoam Islands in Kanto. Its role in the anime and movies has largely been as a guardian of cold regions or as a neutral force of nature. In gameplay, Articuno is the most defensive of the original bird trio, boasting strong special defense and a respectable HP pool. Over the years, it has received special appearances, such as a Shadow Pokemon variant in Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness with a unique move Shadow Chill. In the Galar region, it received a regional variant, Galarian Articuno, which is a psychic flying type. This version replaces its icy attacks with psychic-based offense capable of immobilizing foes with its freezing glare. Its design is reminiscent of a masquerade mask, giving it a more regal and mysterious aura compared to its original icy majesty. Zapdos. Zapdos, the electric flying type legendary bird, is named from zap and dos, Spanish for two, representing its electric nature and second position in the trio. Its mythology draws from the Native American Thunderbird, a powerful spirit said to create storms and lightning. Zapdos is set to generate storms simply by flapping its wings and can absorb electrical energy from lightning strikes to further empower itself. In the games, it is traditionally found at the power plant in Kanto, reinforcing its connection to raw electrical power. Statistically, Zapdos is the fastest of the trio and is known in competitive play for its combination of speed, special attack, and decent bulk, making it versatile in both offense and defense. It also has a Galarian variant, an electric type no longer, but a fighting flying type inspired by Roadrunners and Kiwis. This Galarian Zapdos is a physical attacker with tremendous leg strength, said to be capable of running at 180 miles per hour and pulverizing large metal objects with a kick. This radical reimagining replaced its storm summoning powers with sheer terrestrial athleticism. Moltres. Moltres is the fire flying type member of this trio, with its name blending molten and trace, Spanish for three. Drawing inspiration from the mythological phoenix, Moltres is set to herald the arrival of spring by melting snow in wintry regions. It possesses the ability to heal itself by diving into volcanic magma, much like the phoenix's mythical rebirth through fire. In the Kanto games, it resides deep within Victory Road, symbolically guarding the path to the Pokemon League. It has been portrayed in various media as a fiery force of both destruction and renewal. Among the original birds, Moltres has the most offense-oriented special attack stat, but is less defensively solid than Articuno. In Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, it appeared as a Shadow Moltres with the move Shadow Fire. Galarian Moltres, its regional variant, is a dark flying type whose aura consumes the spirit of those it touches, leaving behind only scorched shadows. Its appearance is more menacing, with black and crimson plumage, shifting its lore from a harbinger of seasonal change to a fearsome embodiment of despair and malevolence. Mewtwo. Mewtwo is a psychic-type legendary Pokemon and one of the most iconic in the entire franchise. Created through genetic manipulation of the mythical Pokemon Mew, it was engineered to be the most powerful Pokemon alive. In the main series backstory, Mr. Fuji led the cloning experiments, with some versions of the story revealing his personal tragedy, attempting to clone his deceased daughter before working on Mewtwo. Across different media, Mewtwo's origins vary slightly, such as the Pokemon Adventures manga where it shares a genetic link with Blaine, or in the first movie where it escapes from a laboratory to seek its own purpose. In-game, Mewtwo is among the strongest Pokemon ever released, with an enormous special attack stat of 154 in its base form. Generation 6 introduced two Mega Evolutions, Mega Mewtwo X, a fighting psychic powerhouse with 190 attack, and Mega Mewtwo Y, a special attack juggernaut with 194 in that stat. Both have a base stat total of 780, tied for the highest in legitimate gameplay aside from other Mega or Fused legends. Alternate forms include Armored Mewtwo from Pokemon Go and TCG, as well as Shadow Mewtwo from Pokken Tournament, which can Mega Evolve into an even more fearsome Mega Shadow Mewtwo X. Raikou. Raikou is an electric-type legendary beast from Generation 2, representing the lightning bolt that struck Ekrotik City's Brass Tower roughly 150 years before the events of Pokemon Gold and Silver. According to legend, 3 Pokemon perished in the fire that destroyed the tower. Ho-Oh, moved by the tragedy, revived them as the legendary beasts, Raikou, Entei, and Suicune, each embodying a different force from that event. Raikou's appearance is modeled after a saber-toothed tiger, with a storm cloud-like mane that constantly generates electricity. It releases massive lightning bolts from this mane and is said to embody the speed and destructive force of lightning itself. In-game, Raikou was one of the first roaming legendaries introduced. After awakening it in the burned tower, it roams Johto, changing locations after each battle or when the player moves between areas, making it notoriously frustrating to track down. Statistically, Raikou is the fastest of the trio and functions as a special attacker with a balanced defensive profile. While it has made several anime appearances, Raikou has never been the main focus of a movie, unlike its fellow beasts. Entei. Entei, the fire-type legendary beast, represents the flames that consumed the Brass Tower. It is said to have been born from a volcanic eruption, and its roar can trigger eruptions across the land. In the games, Entei roams the overworld in the same way as Raikou, appearing after the Burn Tower event and relocating constantly until captured. It is modeled after a large lion-like beast with volcanic features symbolizing raw, untamed power. Entei is a bulky physical attacker, capable of both offense and endurance, though it is less versatile than Raikou in competitive settings. Entei's most notable role in the franchise was as the central figure in the 3rd Pokemon movie, Spell of the Unknown, where it served as a guardian figure conjured by a young girl's imagination. This portrayal gave Entei a unique depth compared to its relatively sparse in-game story. Suicune. Suicune, the water-type legendary beast, embodies the rain that extinguished the Brass Tower fire. It is modeled after a graceful, leopard-like creature with a flowing mane and a crystalline crest. According to the lore, Suicune can purify any water it touches, and it is seen as a symbol of grace and purity. While it roams in gold and silver like its counterparts, Pokemon Crystal made Suicune the central focus of the story, granting players multiple direct encounters before the final battle. Statistically, Suicune is a defensive powerhouse, excelling in special defense and HP, making it a staple in long, drawn-out battles. In addition to its role as the face of Pokemon Crystal, Suicune has appeared in later media as a guardian of nature, often portrayed as calm and benevolent compared to the more aggressive Raikou and Entei. Lugia. Lugia is a psychic, flying-type legendary Pokemon and one half of the Tower Duo alongside Ho-Oh. Known as the Guardian of the Seas, it is said to dwell in the depths of the ocean, emerging only in times of crisis. Its immense power is such that a single flap of its wings can cause a 40-day storm, which is why it chooses to live in isolation in places like the Whirl Islands. Lugia also serves as the guardian of the legendary bird trio in Pokemon The Movie 2000, mediating their conflict to restore natural balance. In battle, Lugia is one of the most defensive legendary Pokemon in the franchise, with exceptionally high special defense and HP. It also appeared as the mascot for Pokemon Silver, Soul Silver, and Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, where it took on the corrupted form Shadow Lugia. Lugia's design blends aquatic and avian elements, drawing inspiration from dragons, sea creatures, and Shinto guardian spirits. Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is a fire, flying-type legendary Pokemon, counterpart to Lugia. Also known as the Rainbow Pokemon, Ho-Oh is inspired by the Chinese Fenghuang, a mythical bird symbolizing prosperity and virtue. According to legend, it can bring eternal happiness to those who witness it, and its feathers shimmer in the colors of the rainbow. In the franchise's very first anime episode, Ash Ketchum famously glimpses Ho-Oh flying overhead, a moment that has since become one of the most iconic scenes in Pokemon history. Ho-Oh's lore also connects it to the revival of the legendary beasts, as it used its powers to resurrect Raikou, Entei, and Suicune after the Brass Tower fire. Statistically, Ho-Oh is a bulky yet offensively capable Pokemon, with strong special defense and a wide move pool. Its ability, Regenerator, enhances its longevity in battle. Ho-Oh serves as the mascot for Pokemon Gold and Heart Gold, and its design emphasizes vibrant plumage and divine imagery, befitting its role as a bringer of life and renewal. Regirock. Regirock is one of the 3 legendary titans introduced in Generation 3, alongside Regice and Registeel. According to Hoenn legend, These golem-like beings were created by Regigigas using materials that represent different aspects of the earth. Regirock's body is composed entirely of stone, and it has the remarkable ability to repair damage by replacing broken parts with new rocks from its surroundings. Ancient civilizations feared its immense power and sealed it away in a hidden chamber in the Hoenn Desert. Accessing it in Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald requires solving a Braille puzzle, diving in a specific location, and performing certain in-game actions, one of the most elaborate capture methods in the series at the time. In battle, Regirock is a pure rock type with extraordinarily high physical defense, which is base 200, making it a formidable physical wall. However, its low special defense leaves it vulnerable to special attacks, particularly water and grass type moves. Its design is heavily inspired by the concept of the golem from Hebrew mythology, artificial beings brought to life through mystical means, with the 7-dot face being a recurring motif among the titans. Regice. Regice is an ice-type titan created from a block of ancient, unmeltable ice that is said to be colder than any known temperature on Earth. Its body temperature remains at an extreme -328 degrees Fahrenheit, allowing it to freeze anything it touches instantly. Like Regirock, it was sealed away by ancient people in a remote chamber to prevent its power from threatening the world. Reaching it in the Hoenn games involves deciphering Braille clues and following precise movement instructions inside its icy chamber. Regice serves as the special defense counterpart to Regirock, boasting a base 200 special defense stat, which allows it to absorb most special hits with ease. Offensively, it relies on ice-type special moves, but its low speed and mediocre physical defense make it situational in battle. Its design emphasizes crystalline geometry and evokes the image of a sentient glacier, reinforcing its connection to unyielding and ancient cold. Registeel. Registeel, the steel-type member of the trio, is constructed from a mysterious, extraterrestrial-grade metal that is said to be harder than any natural substance on Earth. According to lore, no known weapon can scratch its body. Like its counterparts, it was created by a Regigigas and later sealed away due to its destructive capabilities. Its chamber lies in Hoenn's Route 120, accessible only after completing the prerequisite puzzles involving the other titans. Registeel's stats are balanced between its physical and special defenses, each sitting at a sturdy 150, giving it versatility as a tank. Its symmetrical build and metallic sheen suggest a fusion of golem myths with advanced, otherworldly technology. The name follows the same naming pattern as the other titans, Regi meaning king, and Steel denoting its elemental composition, making it the King of Steel. Latias. Latias is part of the Eon duo, along with Latios, introduced in Generation 3. It is a dragon psychic-type legendary Pokémon and is unique among legendaries for being gender-specific. Latias is always female. Known for its compassionate nature, Latias can sense human emotions and create illusions to protect itself from harm. In Pokemon Ruby, it is a roaming legendary, while in Pokemon Sapphire, it is only available via special event with the Eon ticket, obtainable through the e-reader accessory at the time. In battle, Latias is a fast, specially defensive Pokemon, making it ideal for support and defensive roles while still capable of delivering solid special attacks. Its Mega Evolution, introduced in Generation 6, further boosts its stats and grants it a more streamlined, aerodynamic design nearly identical to Mega Latios. Latias appeared prominently in the 5th Pokemon movie, Pokemon Heroes, where it formed a deep bond with Ash and played a central role in defending the city of Alto Mare. Latios. Latios, the counterpart to Latias, is always male and shares the dragon psychic typing. It is known for its incredible speed and offensive power, able to travel faster than a jet plane. Lore suggests it is highly intelligent and capable of understanding human speech. In Pokemon Sapphire, it is the roaming legendary, with Pokemon Ruby requiring the Eon ticket for access to Latios. Latios has higher special attack than Latias, making it more offense-oriented. Like Latias, it can Mega Evolve into a form nearly identical to its siblings, differing mainly in eye and wingtip colorations. Latios shares the starring role in Pokemon Heroes, where it ultimately sacrifices itself to save Alto Mare, leaving Latias as the surviving member of the duo. Its streamlined jet-like design emphasizes speed and agility, reflecting its lore as a swift protector and powerful attacker. Kyogre. Kyogre is a water-type legendary Pokemon and part of the Weather Trio alongside Groudon and Rayquaza. serving as the mascot for Pokemon Sapphire and Alpha Sapphire. According to Hoenn legend, Kyogre was born from the planet's primordial seas and possesses the ability and the power to expand oceans by summoning torrential downpours and massive tidal waves. It has engaged in catastrophic battles with Groudon, whose powers oppose it by expanding land and intensifying sunlight. These conflicts were only ever quelled by the intervention of Rayquaza descending from the skies. In the games, Kyogre sleeps within the marine cave until disturbed, where it emerges to challenge the player. Mechanically, Kyogre's ability, Drizzle, summons rain as soon as it enters battle, boosting water-type moves and enabling weather-based strategies. In its primal reversion form, Kyogre's ability changes to Primordial Sea, creating heavy rain that not only boosts water moves, but also nullifies fire-type attacks entirely. Statistically, Kyogre is a special-oriented powerhouse with base 150 special attack and 140 special defense, making it incredibly dangerous when used offensively while still capable of enduring special hits. Its design draws inspiration from cetaceans like orcas, while its glowing markings evoke oceanic bioluminescence. Groudon. Groudon, the ground-type counterpart to Kyogre, is the mascot for Pokemon Ruby and Omega Ruby. Legends claim that Groudon emerged from the planet's mantle and shaped the continents, using its immense power to raise landmasses and create volcanoes. When it and Kyogre clash, their opposing powers trigger natural disasters, only pacified by Rayquaza's intervention. In-game, Groudon rests in the Terra Cave and must be awakened to challenge the player. In battle, Groudon's Drought ability summons sunlight upon entry, boosting fire-type moves and weakening water-type attacks. Its primal form changes its typing to ground fire and grants the ability Desolate Land, creating harsh sunlight that nullifies water-type moves entirely, a direct counter to Kyogre's Primordial Sea. Groudon's base 150 attack and high defense make it a physical juggernaut, and its design incorporates elements of dinosaurs and volcanism, with jagged, magma-lined plating that underscores its destructive nature. Rayquaza. Rayquaza, the dragon-flying-type mediator of the Weather Trio, is the mascot for Pokemon Emerald. Said to have lived in the ozone layer for hundreds of millions of years, Rayquaza descended to stop the endless battles between Kyogre and Groudon, restoring peace to the world below. It plays a pivotal role in Hoenn's mythology and is revered by the Draconid people, who record its deeds on ancient murals in Skypillar. In Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, Rayquaza is also called upon to save the region from a meteor and the alien Pokemon Deoxys, showcasing its role as a global protector. Unlike most Mega Evolutions, Rayquaza does not require a Mega Stone. It can Mega Evolve after learning the move Dragon Ascent. In this form, its ability becomes Delta Stream, which eliminates the weaknesses of the flying-type Pokemon while in battle. With base 180 attack and special attack, Mega Rayquaza is among the most offensively dominant Pokemon in the franchise, rivaled only by a few other enhanced forms. Its serpentine design draws from ancient dragon mythology, particularly the Long of Chinese legend, symbolizing its celestial and divine status. Uxie. Uxie is one of the Lake Guardians introduced in Generation 4, alongside Mesprit and Azelf. A psychic-type Pokemon, Uxie is said to embody knowledge. Legends claim that when Uxie opened its eyes, it granted humanity the wisdom to solve problems, but also that it can erase memories simply by making eye contact. Uxie resides deep within Lake Acuity in the Sinnoh region and is sought by Team Galactic in their plan to create the Red Chain to control Dialga or Palkia. In gameplay, Uxie is a defensive support Pokemon, boasting 130 defense and special defense. Its moveset often includes utility moves like Stealth Rock and Yawn, fitting its lore as a calm, stabilizing presence. The name Uxie derives from U and Pixie, tying into its classification as a sprite-like guardian. Its design, with a closed eye expression, reflects its mythical association with wisdom and memory. Mesprit. Mesprit, also a psychic type, represents emotion. According to Sinnoh myth, it taught humans the feelings of sorrow, pain, and joy. It resides in Lake Verity, and, like the other Lake Guardians, is targeted by Team Galactic during their plan to manipulate the fabric of reality. Mesprit is unique in that, after first meeting it, it becomes a roaming legendary across Sinnoh, similar to the beasts of Johto. Stat-wise, Mesprit is balanced across attack, defense, and special attack, with solid all-round performance but no single dominant stat. Its lore positions it as the emotional core of humanity, and in design, it shares many traits with its counterparts, such as its floating, elfin body and jewel-like headpiece. The name Mesprit blends me and spirit, emphasizing its role as the embodiment of human feeling. Azelf. Azelf is the third member of the Lake Guardians and represents willpower. According to Sinnoh legend, Azelf granted humans the determination to face challenges and the resolve to live their lives with purpose. It is said that if anyone were to harm Azelf, they would lose their own will to act. Azelf dwells within Lake Valor, and, like Yuxi and Mesprit, is captured by Team Galactic in their quest to forge the Red Chain to summon and control the deities of time and space. In battle, Azelf is the most offensively oriented of the trio, with base 125 attack and special attack, along with a high speed stat of 115. This makes it a versatile threat, capable of both physical and special offense. It also functions well as a lead Pokemon due to its ability to set hazards quickly. The name Azelf combines A, possibly from Alpha or All, with Elf, maintaining the trio's shared naming convention. Its design matches the Lake Guardian's small, fairy-like appearance, with the addition of a determined expression fitting its willpower motive. Dialga. Dialga is a Steel Dragon-type legendary Pokemon and the version mascot for Pokemon Diamond. Known as the Temporal Pokemon, Dialga was created by Arceus to govern time itself. Sinnoh mythology holds that time began to flow the moment Dialga was born. Its heartbeat is said to be the measure of time's passage, and it can warp, accelerate, or halt time at will. In the games, Dialga is summoned by Team Galactic leader Cyrus at Spear Pillar as part of his plan to create a new world under his control. Statistically, Dialga is a powerful special attacker with base 150 special attack, complemented by high overall bulk. Its typing gives it useful resistances, particularly against fairy and psychic attacks, and its signature move, Roar of Time, is a devastating high-powered dragon type attack that requires a recharge turn. Dialga's design takes inspiration from both dinosaurs and armored warhorses, with blue steel plating and a chest-mounted diamond referencing its connection to the diamond version. Its origin form, introduced in Pokemon Legends, Arceus, alters its proportions and design to more closely resemble Arceus, emphasizing its godlike nature. Palkia. Palkia is a water dragon type legendary Pokemon and the version mascot for Pokemon Pearl. Created by Arceus alongside Dialga and Giratina, Palkia governs the fabric of space. Myths claim that Palkia's very breath can distort space, creating alternate realities or folding the universe upon itself. In Pokemon Pearl and Shining Pearl, Palkia is summoned by Cyrus at Spear Pillar as part of his plan to reshape existence. In battle, Palkia is a balanced legendary with high special attack, excellent speed, and solid defenses, making it effective in both offense and endurance. Its signature move, Spatial Rend, is a high critical hit ratio dragon-type attack tied to its mastery over space. Its origin form, also introduced in Legends, Arceus, features a centaur-like body and design elements mirroring Arceus, reinforcing its status as a cosmic deity. Visually, Palkia resembles a blend of dragon and marine creature, with its armor-like plating and pearl-like orb on its shoulder reflecting its pearl version motive. Giratina. Giratina is a ghost dragon-type legendary Pokemon and the ruler of the Distortion World, a parallel dimension where the normal laws of physics and reality are inverted. Arceus created Giratina alongside Dialga and Palkia, but banished it for its violent behavior. Unlike its siblings, Giratina does not govern a creative force like time or space. Instead, it presides over antimatter, acting as a counterbalance to the material universe. In Pokemon Platinum, Giratina emerges from the Distortion World to stop Cyrus's destructive ambitions, serving as the game's centerpiece legendary. Giratina has two forms: Altered Form, which is bulkier and more defensive, and Origin Form, which gains offensive boosts at the cost of some defensive capability. Origin Form is accessed when Giratina holds the Grisius Orb or is in the Distortion World. Its design incorporates 6 legs, 6 wings, and 6 golden spikes, symbolically evoking the number 666 and drawing from imagery of fallen angels. The centipede-like aspects of its origin form reference the Japanese mythological creature Omukade, a giant centipede set to prey upon dragons. Giratina's stat distribution makes it a durable, versatile threat in both forms, with strong mixed offenses and excellent bulk.